Hello, I'm so excited to share my thoughts. Welcome back to Unfiltered Fridays, where I'm going to share my unpopular opinions for the week. And this week is inspired by Chappell Roan's interview on Call Her Daddy, which love Alice Cooper, like obsessed. And I'm just loving seeing all the different like opinions and whatnot that's coming from like the one comment or the one topic that she talked about. And I'm here to share my thoughts. I have so many thoughts. I have so many things in my head. I hope I can articulate it. I hope it's gonna make sense, but there's just like so much going on. And that's why like I started this, because I just wanna like get out there what my thoughts are, my unpopular opinions, and see how it lands. And I'm sure there are folks out there that can relate and are gonna be like, I was thinking that, I just didn't want to say it, I didn't know how to say it. We'll see how long I have to, because I see it's napping. So I'm gonna try not to like rant too fast, because like who knows how long she's gonna nap for, right? But anyways, okay, here we go. So let's be real, okay? If y'all have never thought in some part or some time during like your motherhood journey, whether it was like newborn stage, it was the toddler phase, it was the whatever phase that you're going through that's like super rough. I mean, it's all rough, okay? It's fucking hard. Why is it hard? There's so many reasons why it's hard, and I'll get into it. But you have never thought at one point, what would my life be like if I didn't have kids? Like, remember babe, when like we used to do XYZ and like we had fun? Remember all those times? Like, if you didn't have that conversation with your partner, or you didn't think about that, or like you didn't look back on memories before kids, and you were like, like a little piece of you was like, you know, you're lying to yourself. Like, yes, I love my kids, and I wanted to have children, and I brought them into this world for a reason, and I waited for a while to do that, because I wanted to like try to enjoy my life like pre-kids and whatnot and get all that out. But like, yeah, I mean, having kids, it takes away from a lot of freedom. And well, in my case anyways, like, because we're in this like, I feel like in our generation, whatever I am, I don't know, I'm 33, so whatever fucking generation I'm in, we're the ones redoing, breaking all these cycles, because we have all this knowledge now, all these tools, and we're breaking, all these traumatic events or whatever that happened to us, because the parents before us like didn't know what to do, and they didn't have all the techniques and tools that we did, all the language or whatever, and they did the best that they could. But now we're the ones with all this, all these things now, and we're the ones like fucking trying to heal ourselves and heal our children in the process, and it's exhausting. It is. Like, see these dark circles? It's fucking exhausting. And so yeah, some days it feels like we're in hell. Like, it's just like we're in this vicious cycle, this like, where did the day go? What day is it? Like, what did I even do today? Feeling like we're not enough, comparing ourselves, while in the process of like trying to meet our own needs, but like we have these little humans that we need to take care of. And for moms, there's so much pressure on us, and there's so much that we take responsibility for, that our minds never stop, and we physically don't stop. So we're just like overstimulated, where we have so much information that is out there on social media, on the internet, that we are so consumed with all of these things that we feel like we should be doing, and that we now know of, because we're taking all this information, and we're like, oh my god, I want to do this, and I want to be like that, and it's just a lot. And for the moms who are like me, where you are processing so much trauma that has happened to you in your childhood, and not only am I raising children and trying to do the best I can, but I'm also like processing everything that I've went through, and that is now coming up being a mom. And I'm trying to set these boundaries. I'm trying to like protect myself, my energy, and my kids. And yes, like therapy is great and learning all these new techniques are great, but then it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much that like I have to do all the work. And you know, it's like it was almost easier when I didn't know all these things and I was just fucking surviving. But no, I don't want to go back to that, obviously. That fucking people pleasing and just like permissive, allowing things to happen. No. But my circle is very small with like who I trust, and that is basically like a small portion of like family, friends and whatnot. And like life is busy, everyone's busy, and I don't have a lot of family that are close to me, so that means that I don't get to go out and do things on my own. I don't get to go out with my husband and do things with him much anymore, and I don't have much support, so it's all on me and my husband, right? So for maybe the moms that are out there arguing that like they're not in hell and like their life is great, it could be a lot of things that come with like some sort of privilege, as in like maybe they have it all figured out. If they had a really rough childhood and they had some kind of trauma and they're at this place where like they're unbothered, I guess, and they have all these people around them for support and that are like respecting their boundaries. They have all these great relationships around them and people that are there just to help them and support them. Like, love that for you. And they also have maybe many more resources around them. They're not in an area where they're kind of like socioeconomically it's rough for them, or financially they're more privileged and they're able to access more, you know, things, whatever it is. Like it could be some sort of privilege, where, you know, like most of us don't have those things. So, and I feel like also with Chappell Roan's, like, her opinions on this, yeah, she is seeing it from her perspective. Like, her perspective is her reality, and her perspective is seeing that people around her are fucking miserable and they don't look happy. And, like, that's the reality of it. Like, that's what she's seeing. And the fact that that's what she's seeing and pointing that out should just, like, speak to so many levels that, like, we are struggling. Like, and can we just say that? Can we just be honest and real and like be realistic about the fact that like it's fucking hard? Can we talk about that more? Can we be validated? Can we just like be real about this? And there's more that needs to be done. If like other people are seeing the fact that like we're miserable and they're like, oh, do I really want to have kids? Because like, oh, it's rough. There's more that has to be done here. So this really like came to me more so yesterday. Like I listened a bit of like the podcast from Call Her Daddy like when it was out, but then yesterday I was like, fuck, this is really speaking to my soul, because I did way too much yesterday, and I realized it because I sat and was like, fuck, I'm like not in it today. Like I'm on autopilot. I'm like numb. I'm like not in the moment with my kids. And I felt so guilty because I just like over consumed myself all day with information on social media and on the internet, and questioning everything I was doing in terms of parenting, trying to do like the best, the right way of things. And I was also trying to like do it all in terms of like things around the house, doing stuff for the podcast, getting some yoga in. And I, even when I was doing yoga, I like wasn't present because I was like worrying so much about like Maya and her schedule. And it was just like so much that I was taking in all day. And then at the end of the day, I was just like spent, and I just like, Brandon was like talking to me about stuff, and I was like, I can't anymore. Like, I'm just sitting there like just gazing out to the TV, and like I also like knew that I was like emotionally, mentally spent when I was like trying to find these like dopamine hits from like my phone or like the TV or like other things that like weren't like my kids or like things I was doing like in the moment. So I was like, yeah, like this is not good. This is not like my best day. And like I'm gonna have those days, and it's also just like a reflection of like this whole thing right now, what Chappell Roan said of how that moms don't look happy. It's like, I wonder why. So I'm actually like really happy that she said that and brought it from like an outsider's perspective, and it's good that we're having like these conversations. And if y'all like don't agree with what I'm saying about this, and you know, don't relate, like that's totally okay. And I hope that my thoughts, my scattered thoughts, make some sort of sense. And I need to apply more fucking moisturizer because my skin is so dry. Anyways, that's my unpopular opinions of the week. Thanks again for listening, and just keep doing your best. You're gonna have days that are not like your best days. It's just like it's also like the phase of life too that I'm in with like 2 under 3, and I know there's gonna be phases that are gonna be like really tough. There's also gonna be moments that are gonna be like pure joy. So like it is what it is. And yeah.